All right, welcome back, second grade. I hope you got to take a break between the last video and this one. So remember, if you spread it out, that's what we would be doing if we were at school for the whole day, and that's how things are going to get in our long-term memory, right? Not our short-term, so that 5 years later, you still know how to spell these words. All right, before we get into our notebook, I'm going to use one of our words in a sentence, and I want you to tell me what part of speech it is. I know we just started doing that. I like to use what I call process of elimination, right? So the first thing I'll try and figure out, is it a person, place, or thing? That's pretty easy. Then if it's not, then I'll go on to, is it an action? And then if it's not an action right now, because we only know 3 parts of speech, then I think, oh, it's probably an adjective. And then I'll try and make sure, oh, is it describing a noun? And if so, then it's an adjective. All right, so that's what I want you to do instead of guessing. I know that's more work than guessing, but it also grows your brain, and guessing does not grow your brain at all. Okay, so our word is dress. All right, is it a noun? Is it a verb, or is it an adjective? Wait, because I'm going to use it in a sentence. I have a hole in my dress. I have a hole in my dress. All right, in 3 seconds, I want everyone to tell me what part of speech it is in that sentence. 3, 2, 1. All right, I hope you said noun, right? A noun is anything you can touch or see. And you can see my dress right now. So dress and something that's like a skirt attached to a top that generally ladies will wear. That is a noun. I'm going to use it in a different sentence. I want you to think about if it's the same part of speech in this sentence. I dress myself warmly in the morning. I dress myself warmly in the morning. In that sentence, is dress a noun or is it an action? All right, tell me, what is it in that sentence? All right, if you said verb, great job, because in that sentence, dress is an action, right? It means to put on your clothes. Dress. So dress can be a noun and a verb. Wait a minute, we just had that yesterday, and we put that somewhere in our notebook. Let's see, so words that are spelled the same and sound the same but mean different things are called homonyms. Homonyms. All right, so let's go to page 14 with our homonyms. All right, so homonyms are our very first column we come to, and are the spelling of our homonyms the same? Good, yes, they're spelled the same. Is the sound the same, dress and dress? Yep, that sounds exactly the same. But do they mean the same thing? Right, they don't, because one is a noun and one's a verb. So different meaning. So is the meaning the same? No. All right. So the ones we had from yesterday show, I haven't written them in here yet, but we'll go down to our second line and write dress as in the thing that I'm wearing right now. All right, class, what did you write to spell dress? Good. Wait, which rule do we use at the end? Good, we use our floss rule. Say it with me. We often double F, L, and S after a single vowel at the end of a one-syllable word. All right, we're talking about what you wear, so I'm just going to draw a little dress there. Can just look like a shirt, just longer. So that's one kind of dress. The other kind of dress, right, is the action. So I dress warmly in the morning. All right, so go ahead and write that on the next line. Are you still going to use your floss rule for this one? You sure are. All right, make sure you use that floss rule. So it's just the same and there's still no markings. All right, next to this, we're going to put a little V. It's difficult to draw a picture of an action. So usually, if we have homonyms where one's a noun and one's a verb, we're just going to put V next to the verb. All right. Now let's do another word that we had in our spelling words today, and that word is tie. So the sentence I used when we were learning it is, many of you know how to tie your shoes. In that sentence, and so think and make sure you know before you say it. In that sentence, is tie a thing, a noun, or is it an action? Tie your shoes. What is it, class? Good. In that sentence, tie is a verb. I could make a different sentence with tie though. And I could say my father's tie had stripes. My father's tie had stripes. That's a thing that gentlemen sometimes wear around their necks, and it hangs down in front of their shirt. Let's see, I don't think it is a verb in that sentence, is it? My father's tie was striped. Oh, it is a, what part of speech is it in that sentence? Excellent, it is a noun, it's a thing. Wait a minute, that means tie is also, what kind of a word? A homonym, right? It's spelled the same, it sounds the same, but it means two different things. Let's go ahead and add tie on the next line of our homonyms. All right, so which I do we use in tie? Good, we use EI. We say EI, but we write IE. So write tie on that first line, or in that first section. And mark it. All right, so we should have, and then it's EI, we say EI, but we write IE. And does this need a 2 on top? Let's see, EI, tie, oh, it's saying I, it's saying its second sound. And we'll say that this is the, let's see, let's make this the noun, right? We can't tell if we see it by itself unless we hear it in a sentence. But since we had our noun on this side, let's put our, let's see. So little tie, a lot of it hides under the shirt, right? But what you see might look a little bit like that. Right. And it doesn't, this is not art class, fortunately. You would have a wildly underqualified teacher if this was an art class. But as long as it helps you remember what in the world that means, that's what our drawings are for in literacy. All right, so this is tie the thing. The next one is tie the action. All right, it's a homonym. We know it's written and marked exactly the same way because it has the same spelling and the same sound. So go ahead and write tie on the other column. All right, it's exactly the same. All right, but since we already used the noun, this is going to be the verb. All right, so again, we're just going to put a little V next to it. All right, gosh, we learned 2 homonyms today. That's pretty fun. All right, so we're going to go to the back of our notebook. Now we're going to go to pages 82 and 83. So when you get back to 82 and 83, give me a thumbs up. All right, let's see, what do we have on 82 and 83? There are spelling patterns for the sound O. All right, we had a couple different words that had different O's in them today. So we're going to use these lovely pages back here that I like so much to organize those words. All right, the first word was slow. Which O did we use in slow? Excellent, we used ow, O. All right, find your ow, O and put your finger on top of it. All right, this is our ow, O, our quiet hurt twin. So we're going to write slow underneath it, mark it, and say the sounds while you write it. All right, class, what did you write to spell slow? Good. And which O? Good, ow, O. So to mark that when it says O, show me what we have to do. Right, it needs two things. So it needs this and this. All right, slow. Our other O word we had was toe. Which O did we use in toe? We used, oh, the O of toe, of course. Mrs. No, come on. All right, so find your O, the O of toe. It might be on the other page. In fact, I'll tell you for sure it is on the other page. All right, so 83, we had to flip over. Point to your O, the O of toe. It's this one, isn't it? All right, so under our O, the O of toe, we're going to write toe. See the sounds while you write them. All right, class, which O did you use in toe? Oh, the O of toe, of course. And underline it. All right, well, we're all the way in the back here. Let's go to, let's see, I thought we had one more. Oh yes, go to the next page, 84. 84. All right, we have our spelling patterns for which sound on 84 and 85? Good, for oo. All right, so we had oo in the word shoe. Which oo did we use in shoe? Excellent, we used o-oo. So find that o-oo and put your finger on that column where we're going to write it. All right, good. This is our o-oo. But we had something a little odd at the end of shoe. What did we have? All right, if you said we had a silent final E job 6, you are exactly right, right? That's the silent final E that we don't see doing anything in our word. We just have to have it there. All right, so when you're writing shoe, make sure at the end you put that silent final E, job 6. All right, class, what did you write to spell shoe? Good. Ooh, which ooh is it? Good, ah-oh-ooh. And what's the last thing we need? Good, silent final E. Job 6, now we need to mark it. Everything in this word gets a marking. All right, nice work, class.